Hi everybody and welcome to the Waratah League Championship preview. I'm Steve Carfino and I'll be giving you my personal tips on this week, round 8 competition. First up on Saturday night, I've got the Manly Sea Eagles over the Bankstown Bruins. I think the brothers White are going to get the Sea Eagles back on track and they are rocking it in the backcourt. Next up, I've got the Central Coast over Hornsby. After a bye week last week, they needed it because they got their hats handed to them 2 weeks ago by the Norse Bears, taking a 40-point loss. Hopefully they've got their minds off of the beach and back in the gym. The Sutherland Sharks travel to Wollongong to take on Illawarra. I don't think the Hawks are going to break that bagel. So far, they're 0 for the Waratah League. Hills playing at the Hornets' nest. They should get Penrith. Dom Finlay's balanced attack. They had 4 guys in double figures last week and 3 guys had 8. That should get them over Penrith. Norse at home against Newcastle. I think the Bears, without Jared Weeks, will still have enough firepower to get it done against the Hunters. Maitland traveled to Alexandria Stadium to take on the Comets. I got the Comets at home because it's home court advantage and that place is like a dungeon. I'm looking for that great matchup between Router and Dawson. War on the boards, but it's the Comets. First game on Sunday, the Central Coast Crusaders take on the Bankstown Bruins. Welcome back, Stevie Markovic. He's got everybody in Bankstown saying because they were on the bottom, started from the bottom, now we're here. Hills at home against Mainland. You might think I'm crazy, but Manly, they took out the competition last year, started off a bit slow. I think they're starting to get it going. I like the Sea Eagles on the road. I like Penrith at home against Maitland. Now that was a tough one because Mitchell Router, that dude is a stat accumulator. Points, rebounds, assists, he can shoot the 3, he can do it all. They can slow him down, they'll get the win. Next up, we go to Hornsby, where the Spiders take on the Newcastle Hunters, who are currently hunting for a win. They've dropped their last 3, but so have Hornsby. Maybe the home team pride will kick in. I've got the Spiders. There's a big one in Sutherland. Sutherland 2 versus Norse 1. Some big names in this one. Cam Stewart dropping serious numbers. Sopokus, if you got a name like that, you got to be able to hoop. And of course, Norse Jared Weeks, but I got the Bears. All right, let's make a smooth transition over to the women. First game, Bankstown traveling to Manly. I think the Bruins will get this one. Adrian Bywater dropping some serious numbers. And of course, Australian basketball royalty. That's right. I'm not talking gays, but I'm talking Kadee. Rachel Kadee also playing some good basketball. Bruins over the Sea Eagles. Big game here at Hills. 4-1 taking on Penrith that are 1-4, but their personnel, the big 3, make that 4-1 team a lot better. But I still think Hills will get it done. Norse hosts Newcastle. Let me kick some facts to you. Renee Camino leading the league in scoring and assists. Now that's a rare bird, but she's getting married to Tommy Garlip this week in Wollongong and won't play. Now, Norse only had 7 players and got a win against the Comets last week. This week, only 5 players. I'm going with Newcastle. Sydney Comets host Maitland. Now, shame, Sydney Comets, losing to Norse last week with only 7 players. Not much in the effort area. But I got them bouncing back after dropping their last 3 to get them over the Maitland Mustangs. Manly have to get off the beach and drive to the Hills to take on the Hornets. Manly, without a win so far, my old teammate is the coach, Glenn Dunsmore, and he coaches his daughter and coaches the Sea Eagles. I didn't pick him for Saturday's game, and I'm not picking him for Sunday. Better luck next week. I like Illawarra to beat the Comets, and I'll tell you why, because they've got a few things. If you want some boards, they got ups. They got 2 of them. And if they're a little flat, they've got sparks. They got talent, and they're going to get the win. Maitland traveled to Penrith. Rohani Cox leading the league in rebounding. She needs to have a monster on the glass to hold off the Mustangs, but I don't think it can be done. Maitland, those are my picks for week 8. If you don't like it, you don't agree with me, I won't take it personal. Just send it to my comments. See you next week.